Forts of Isen, it is going to be once again between Isengard and Mordor. Urbi, playing his favorite faction, and Smoky is playing Mordor on the map Forts of Isen, where the fun begins. Isengard and Mordor. I was always wondering what would happen in the films if Saruman would actually not join with Sauron, but if he would be against Sauron. Like, imagine he's kind of making those Uruks. Like, Uruks were legit the improved version of orcs, no? And remember the army which was marching to Minas Tirith, which was marching to Helm's Deep. It was a huge army, right? And it was, basically all the heroes were there. Like Gandalf, Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli. It required so much to defend this. But imagine if this army would move to Blackgate instead of Helm's Deep.
We must join with Sauron. It would be wise, my friend.
But imagine, Saruman was like a very tricky person, no? Like, he was very tricky. Like, he could maybe trick Sauron too. Who knows? But I think if Saruman would get his hands on, would get the ring in his hands, he wouldn't lend it over to Sauron. I don't think so. So no War Pit opening this time. It's gonna be a Uruk Pit opening for Urbi, and it's gonna be an Easter egg. So I think Smoky was expecting the same start from Urbi, but he will be disappointed because that's not gonna be the same start. That's why he was choosing to start with Haradrim Palace, but there are not gonna be any war packs. But a crossbowman you gotta fight against. It might be a little bit too late. The vision from Isengard is this one, so he will be able to see the pikemen now. And also, Smoky is able to see the barracks now, the Uruk Pit. He's like, oh boy, I didn't see that coming, He's gonna still be able to commit to this furnace. I think it's gonna go down despite of the Krivane. Crossbowman not quite there yet. I mean, the push is still working for Mordor, not bad. They will die now, of course, to the crossbowman if they keep fighting. But maybe you can fight this. Alright, in the meantime, Urbi is taking a creep at the bottom left corner. And Smoky is gonna creep this one. So, one more Easterling into the Orc Pit. If you can save the level 2, it's gonna be massive. But can you save them though? I'm not sure if they are faster or equally as fast as crossbowmen. If they are, they can get away. And Eye of Sauron is able to scout the pikemen of Isengard. He knows what his opponent is up to. Remember, the troll creep is more rewarding. Keep that in mind. And we will get more pikemen rotating to this top side. So, the plan from Urbi, creep this layer too. And eventually recruit some Black Orcs. Again, Black Orcs, they are now more expensive, but they are still cheaper than Uruks. And for me personally, they are not way weaker than Uruks. Yeah, they cannot use the shield formation. So I believe Uruks are tankier overall than Black Orcs. But I also believe that Black Orcs are dealing more damage than Uruks. Orcs, Orc Pit number 2. So far, no economical damage dealt to Mordor, which is good for Smoky. And he was also able to save the level 2 Easterling. Oh. Do you see this text? Missing object. Horde Mordor Soldiers of Rune. Interesting. Only happens to the Soldiers of Rune. Yeah, Avi won his games against Maru. He was able to win 2-1. I think Saruman should have gotten the rank, would have been just Sauron's puppet even more so. Puppet, I don't think so, man. I think Saruman was not. He was like an evil genius person. Like, he had his own plans. He wanted more might. He wanted more power, like most men do, right? And I think also Saruman was kind of jealous on Gandalf, like, because Gandalf had like lots of great friends. Saruman was like a jealous little kid. He was like, I am the White Wizard, but everybody loves Gandalf more than me. Elves like him more, men like him more, dwarves like him more. I hate this guy, I think that was like the emotional stage of Saruman the White. And also Christopher Lee's performance was phenomenal, Alone his voice, the deep voice of him, made it so fun. maintain order. Now this game is looking way better for Irby than the previous game. Also, previous game was looking good for Irby, but this game is like last game. Smoke had like a momentum, which doesn't seem to be the case in this game. Haradrim plays level 2 Troll Cage now. He's going only for 2 Orc Pits instead of 3. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you need a third one to outspam your opponent. There's going to be a Warg Sentry right in the center at the river of the map for Eisen. I will be used to buff these Haradrims, but their damage against the Furnace is still kind of low. I mean, yeah, they cost like 450, but I think it would make more sense to make them cost 500, but make them slightly stronger. Especially the EXP. Look, the eye gives you 33% more or 50% more EXP, and they already were at quarter, so they still couldn't get level 2. Don't lose this level almost 2 Furnace. Oh, I think it's gonna go down. Yeah, smart move here from Smokey. Very well done. Important Furnace destroyed, but in the meantime, big counterattack. War Chant has been used on the army of Isengard. Slaughterhouse going down. And Smokey is dropping down to 250 command points only. He has only one more Slaughterhouse. This one over here remaining under his control. He has indeed more production buildings than he has resource buildings. But that's also about to be changed because Orc Pit number 1 goes, he's demolishing everything, and that's gonna be a quick W for the Slovenian player Irby, getting 1-0 ahead in the best of 3. The game number 2, my ladies and gentlemen. The same matchup, but the other way around. The best possible format of the game to determine the strength of a faction against another faction, and to see if it is about the matchup / faction or if it is about the players. Is Irby just better, or was Isengard just the stronger faction? Lots of questions in our mind, but only one way to figure out the answer. Mordor against Isengard. Kribin will be summoned from Isengard player Smokey. He's gonna wait a little bit, then now he's gonna send them flying to the fortress of Mordor to see what his opponent is up to. It's gonna be a 3 slaughterhouse opening into the Orc Pit, so nothing spicy, nothing special, pretty standard. And Isengard opening with double furnace into the Orc Pit. So the earlier you use this on cooldown, the faster it's gonna be available again, so it's better to use it right off the bat. But you wanna hide it a bit, so your opponent doesn't get to see that you picked it, if this makes sense. Like, every few seconds matter, by the way. You will be able to spot buff the Orc Pits. I will be summoned too from Mordor. He also is curious what his opponent is up to, so he's able to see the furnaces. Eventually the Orc Pit will also be now exposed. Yes sir. It's gonna be Warg Packs against Orcs. We make a prediction, please. Oh, where are my moderators? Where is Banana King Beta or Balindru CW? Okay, Uruk Pit will also be built up simultaneously. Orc Archers, smart move from Irby. It's like, okay, you know what? I will be attacked by the War Pack, so my Orcs wouldn't stand a chance. I will go for for the Orc Archers, the most sexy unit. Look at them. They look so incredibly handsome. Ooh. A lady, you know, a womanizer. A lady. Pimp. Listen up, archers. True. Why not summon directly the enemy base? They just think it's cool. I think it's not, so it's... Your opponent doesn't know what you're opening with. I believe that's maybe that's the reason. I don't think it does too much, maybe. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna change a lot. So it's not gonna be like he's gonna wait until your Kribin is gone to build stuff. That's gonna make him lose more time. He's gonna get nothing out of it. I like the animation though. The whole animation, it kind of looks buggy though, no? Like, it looks like the animation is behind them as they are moving. Like, it kind of looks confusing a bit. They are not glowing themselves, but it's more like the glow they leave behind, you know? Uruks. Easterlings, the builder. Gonna get in safety, barely. Remember the water packs, they can't trample, but there are too many of them. Caribbean has been used. Eye is on cooldown. That's what you get, you know, because you see, that's like the perfect situation to understand. Smokey was using Caribbean right off the bat, and he was using it like 10 to 15 seconds before Irby was using it. So when the big fight happens, the first big fight in the game, Smokey will have his advantage because his power point will be available while his opponent's power point is still on cooldown. It's like those small, tiny 5 to 10 seconds delays can actually determine the outcome of the game. I think it's not good, man, the Scorpion, because it's gonna benefit some factions more. Like basically, I'm pretty certain you're talking about BFME1, and BFME1 castle advantage is massive, you know. Like one faction like Mordor, for example, will benefit so much from it, like more than any other faction. I see you. Perfect timing with the Borg Riders. And one more time. Huge play from Smokey. In the meantime, Irby is trying to creep with the Orcs and Easterlings. The troll on his way back to his home doesn't care about anything. He will just mindlessly walk back to his cave, but he will never be able to reach it because Easterlings are stabbing his back. The War Riders are able to destroy the outpost.
Back on the menu, boys!
Looks like meat's back on the menu, boys. Pull him out. Actually, this is looking way smoother when you zoom the camera this way. Oh, this looks way better. I mean, I discovered this right now. That's cool, man. I like it. It looks much more cinematic to move like this. The one war pack. Level 2. He was able to save it. That's good. 400 command points on Mordor, and the Isengard player has now 500 command points, so big advantage. And he has a War Pit level 3 too. That's good because it's gonna be able to shoot. I think the amount of damage it deals is not the greatest, but when it's against orcs, it's gonna still do a lot. And remember, level 3.
Balrog of Morgoth, a demon of the ancient world.
A level 3 production building will have 6,000 HP, so it's quite chunky building, you know. It's not possible anymore. So basically, Balrog can't win anymore. As the game's following, it's not possible.
You have no power here.
Big fights. Isengard is strong, but Mordor is outnumbering. In the meantime, more pressure. Don't give Mordor time to breathe. Don't give him time to breathe. Keep attacking, keep harassing, keep attacking, keep harassing. Show the orcs what the real orcs are made of. The improved version, the Uruk-hai. I can see that this one pikeman will be able to destroy this orc pit. I can see it coming, boys. Let's make a bet. Do you think this pikeman will be able to destroy this? Now you will say no. Of course, now you will see no because the orc just came out. Imagine the orc wouldn't come out. Bad trample into the pikeman. Oh, he lost the whole battalion of lancers. Oh man. I mean, what I've heard is that orcs, yeah, they used to be elves, but what Uruks used to be is like a mix of orcs and wildmen, like men and orcs. Like bad evil men and orcs got combined into the Uruk-hai, no? Furnace has been destroyed. 625 command points for Isengard, and we have 450 command points for Irby. It's a big push incoming. Orc Pit is very squishy building, like 1500 HP. It's so weak. You can destroy it in a second. Now the level 2 slaughterhouse has 0 protection on it. That's gonna mean minus 75 command points in the department of the command points of Irby. Irby had a phenomenal start into the best of 3 series, but now Smokey is finding his way back into the series. So everything is showing us that we might eventually reach once again, like in the other two quarterfinals we have seen so far in this tournament, the game number 3. It's a best of 3, single elimination. You have one chance. Unfortunately, your chance also kind of has to include some sort of luck. You know, you need to get a good matchup. Oops. Oh my god, the Slim Shady with the tier 3 sub for 31 months. A tier 3 sub for 31
Slim Shady
months.
12,354 just resubscribed for 31 months. Ahoy. Very nice tourney this.
Dude, that's $25 sub for 31 months. Slim Shady, my man. My hero, thank you so much for the huge support. Really means a lot. Thank you. Oh, big push. This might be it, boys. This might be it. Wiping off down lane into the war chant. Commitment to the fortress. Go for the Magma or some crazy shenanigans. It's 31, I mean 5 more months, it's gonna be 3 years, yeah. The Pro Slice with gifted sub to J Scorpion. Thank you, Pro Slice, really means a lot, my friend. Appreciate it. Arrow volley from Mordor.
Pro_Slice gifted Jascorpion a subscription.
The fortress
What a
will
monster.
live to see another day.
Pro_Slice gifted a tier 1 sub to Jascorpion. They have given 19 gift subs in the channel.
19 gift subs to the channel. Pro Slice, thank you very much, my friend. Really means a lot. Thank you. And congrats to J Scorpion for the sub. You have now the chance to use the best emotes of Twitch. $375. Irby is struggling. Irby is struggling big time. I mean, he's fighting until the end, but I think the end is near. 875 against 475. That's a huge gap. Mustafa, what's up, my friend? Mustafa, I have bad news for you. Like, Zirael told me, he typed me that he can't play today. So he can only play tomorrow. And hopefully you can play tomorrow also earlier. You know, and not very late, because we need to finish this event tomorrow. So I would like to stream tomorrow maybe at like 3 p.m. so we can get those last games done until the grand finals. If it's okay for you. Give me free win. Looks like Mustafa is scared of Zirael. Mustafa just build towers, my friend. Yeah, you know your tactics, you know your strategies to win the games. You just gotta stream snipe a bit, build a couple of towers. I see you. I mean, he's defending. Oh, never mind. Double siege works. It's about to get Rammstein, boys.
Move it over here.
Move it over here. Look at the orc archers go. Good damage. The map is blue. True. I agree on that one. It's gonna be a Siege Works number 3. I think Smokey is copying the strat from Zirael. He used to do this also in the last night against Sauron. So yeah. Imagine if Mordor was given 9 Nazgûs. But I mean, when you can't recruit it, like, they cost a lot of money, right? So basically recruiting. How many riders are in the Black Rider Battalion? Aren't this 9? But you can also play in the night only at Sundays, Mustafa? Sunday night? Are you kidding me, my friend? Why? Are you a vampire or what? Why you can only play in the night? Are you Dracula? He's smashing it. 2 hits.
Pick up the pace.
Oh, in the films, yes, 9 Nazgûls in the films too. Pro Slice with another gifted sub. This time to Hennady. Thanks so much, Pro Slice, for your 20 gifted subs to the channel. Thank you. You guys are sponsoring this tournament for me. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Pro_Slice gifted Hennady_SA subscription. What
Fortress
a
has
monster.
been destroyed.
Pro_Slice gifted a tier 1 sub to Hennady_S. They have given 20 gift subs in the channel.